As the guardian of the proper application of EU law since its creation in 1952, the Court of Justice of the European Union has over time handed down decisions in a wide variety of areas, including consumer law. To illustrate this, we have selected a judgment for today's program that marked a turning point for air passengers across the European Union. General Medina, Advocate General at the Court of Justice of the European Union, joined us to take a look at the case known as Sturgeon and others. Ms. Medina, welcome to Open Court.
Thank you for welcoming me. It's a great pleasure to be here.
What gave rise to this case and what European regulations were involved?
What we talk the case today about, this is one of the important cases in the area of consumer protection, specifically related to the rights of passengers in air transport. And we talk about today a case which is known as Sturgeon and others, a case from 2009. And the case arose in a situation where the persons had arrived to the airport expecting to fly for their holiday trip, but realized that the flight would be delayed. And it turned out that the flight was delayed for around 25 hours. But once the situation was cleared, the person thought that it would have the rights to compensation for the inconvenience caused of the delayed flight. And the question which was posed by the National Court to the European Court of Justice was whether that situation is acceptable under EU law, that passengers with substantial delay do not have the rights for the compensation.
What did the court say?
The court looked at the case and assessed what is the situation of the passenger whose flight has been cancelled with the situation of the passenger whose flight has been delayed. And the court, applying the principle of equal treatment and relying on the principle as well on a high level of consumer protection, ruled that in a situation where there is a significant delay of the flight is comparable to a situation where the flight is cancelled. And therefore, both types of passengers have the right to rely on the compensation for inconvenience caused by such delay.
Why is the judgment so important?
The judgment is not only important because it reflects how the rights should be applied in a case of air transport, where there is a delayed flight or the flight is cancelled, so there is an equal treatment of the passengers. It's also an example how the court is looking at the values included in the treaty and assessing the specific case, which concerns a situation which is can be one of our daily situations in a life, and then applies those values and extracts tangible rights which can help us to feel better protected within the European Union.
Thank you, Ms. Medina, for this clear explanation of this important case law.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Thanks for watching. See you soon.